Welcome back, everybody, to another round of absolute, utter nonsense in the form of this family-friendly podcast called Adventurous.
Yeah.
I think that's about accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
No.
just no.
We're going to jump back into another triple episode not because there will be 3 episodes, no, but because there are 3 people.
There might be 3 episodes.
There will be 3, but there will also be 4 and then 5 and 6 probably, maybe even 7.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Welcome back to the table, the
Hi.
mom.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Mom is back to continue with a Nightmare story, and we're going to jump back in unless there's anything we want to say other than, hey, thanks, folks.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for names. If you come across any crazy NPCs, I'll name them,
Yeah.
but we'll see what happens. So we're going to jump back into the episode, and this time we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to hand it over to the Nightmare for a recap.
Go ahead.
Adventurous.
Dear Caro, well, so far, things are starting to look up. The commissioner came through. I've got your file. They did a pretty good job drawing you. I think so anyway. I don't think you'd agree though. We managed to get out of the precinct just fine. My distraction worked. I'm getting pretty good at it. But we had to run. Got away from the MMCD. They can't keep up with me. But now I've got to tag along. That Mel that I told you about before, that private eye, yeah, she's back to following me again, but doesn't look so bad this time. We managed to find a place to hole up for a little bit, but the MMCD caught on and we had to make kind of a quick escape. I think you would have had a really good time with it. We hung on the outside of a gondola for a while. Well, hopefully I'll get to look at your files soon. I really hope that this starts to point me in a direction where I can actually find you. Love, Sarah.
Is this a diary, or were we just doing it for funsies?
Oh, I've got a diary. I've got notes. If
Okay.
I find Caro again,
You want to share?
I gotta keep her up to date on what I've been doing.
Mel, you see the Nightmare sketching. Are your eyes a little watery?
A little bit. Just a little bit.
You see, if you want to make an investigation check, it depends on how sneaky you're being, Nightmare, but you can kind of maybe see a little bit of what's being written down in this notepad as you guys take a breather, having just crawled into a gondola and making your way along to where it stops. You don't quite know, but you probably got a pretty good idea. What'd you
I got an 11.
You see she's writing a note. That's all you see. As you guys are
Curious.
clicking along in the old gondola, moving away from the Bridges Market, without too much surety, like you're not necessarily out of it completely, but they know you hopped on a gondola.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not they're going to find a way to come after you or whatever, you guys might still need to move places. But you have a moment of brevity. Levity?
Levity?
Levity. Not brevity.
Is a word, I think.
Brevity
Yes.
is fast.
Yeah.
Levity is like, you got a moment.
Okay.
Nightmare, as you finish up that journal note, can you make a roll of some kind? What do we want to call it? I'm going to say insight or
Okay.
perception.
My both are the same. I got a 12.
Okay, with a 12, you finish up with your journal, and I don't know, you have kind of like a warm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I feel good about it. Like I'm just feeling a little extra.
Yeah, like you feel like soft, almost like a wash over your body. Just, yeah,
Kind of
satisfactory, like warm,
success.
warm in
kind
the
of
chest, kind of
yeah.
like, yeah, you feel good.
Okay.
And that's where we are.
I pull out my sweet roll.
You pull out your sweet roll.
Yeah.
It was delicious, and it
I
looked
enjoyed
delicious.
mine.
Yeah.
I think I just take a bite and look out the window a little bit back towards the plaza The rift, are they focusing on that at all?
I think you would have lost sight pretty quickly, but there were a lot of MMCD officers. They're not going to necessarily let a rift
Go by.
Yeah. Probably not all of them are dealing with it, and same realization. You're not quite out of it yet, but they don't have any way of getting to you right now.
Yeah. I think I'd take a bite out of the sweet roll, and kind of just stare at the Nightmare for a sec. Just go, so,
That's also how I would probably start a conversation with
Yeah.
of an awkward variety. So,
what were you so focused on that folder for?
Well, the MMCD hasn't been helping me, and Renshaw promised that if I helped him, he could help me. I finally got it.
That's
I'm like
nice.
clutching the folder to my chest. I've tucked my like little diary journal thing back away. I'm still in full Nightmare like regalia, but in this instance, as we're heading up back into like the higher city, I might give Mel kind of like a little narrow-eyed glance and kind of be clicking my fingers kind of against my knee.
I take
little
another
bit.
bite of the sweet roll.
in your head, Marv's like, so, how's that sweet roll?
I'll find a time to give you some, Marv. Hang on.
All right. It's looking pretty tasty. I don't know why we added this mechanic of Marv absorbing food.
Wait, does it like... I just really need to know, if he's aimed the sword with like a plate, does it just like materialize
Look,
on the plate?
It's a like abstract place. Whether or not it really materializes or teleports to Marv, or this is Marv's subconscious spirit body coming to terms with the fact that he doesn't actually eat anymore, and an image of the thing appears on the plate, and this is sort of like a existential question. We'll never know for sure.
Sounds great. Sounds wonderful. Okay. Seems like Officer Renshaw's been a help to both of us in that sense, outside of the MMCD.
The Nightmare just goes, and kind of turns her shoulder away from you to look out the window a little bit and clutch the folder. I really want to look through it, but it's weird with Mel here.
Yeah, I'm just that person that keeps staring at you. And I go,
I want to say something real quick too. Above table, above board, things to remember about your characters. You guys know next to nothing about each other, working both ways. You probably know more about her now than she knows about you. So keeping that in mind in terms of personal things to share or whatever, like just because you guys know stuff about those characters, Mel and the Nightmare don't know that. So think about those things too.
I don't know if we've ever been properly introduced. I'm Mel Ashgrave. I hold out a hand.
I reach out a hand and give you like a real quick thing. I say, your worst Nightmare, obviously.
I just raise my eyebrow. You're not as, if I'm not mistaken, Sarah Farthing, I presume?
It's up to you if you had Nightmare, if you recognize that you kind of spilled the beans earlier, or if Renshaw did, but...
I think the Nightmare just like, it's very quiet, just kind of gives Mel a little bit of the side eye and says nothing.
Okay. Renshaw told me a little bit about what you were doing for him, causing chaos along the skyline, trying to interrupt some of the corruption going on throughout the city. Unless if Renshaw hasn't already told you, you and I have some similar goals.
The Nightmare, I just like scoff at you and clutch my my manila folder a little more closely. It's just like, yeah, right.
Listen, I don't know a lot about you. You don't know a lot about me. But from what I can tell from that folder, and I nod to it, and I think I know a little bit of what you're going through. Let me guess. Dead friend? Missing person? And the MMCD don't really care?
Anybody really care but me?
Does anybody know?
A lot of people know. A lot of important people know. She's just gone, and nobody cares. Nobody cares but me.
I know that feeling. Those important people that know, if I'm guessing right, they're a lot like the important people that I knew a little while back that didn't really care about my case either. But maybe we can both have somebody that cares.
I almost want a persuasion check for that one.
You could persuade me.
With advantage, I think.
Okay.
You can decept it if you want, or fight it if you want. But
No, I just let her roll, see how it goes.
Persuasion?
yeah,
She's got a 22.
yeah, you're a charisma lady.
Okay. So from that, I think that you see, you called me Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
I think you see Sarah's shoulders drop a little bit. The clutch on the manila folder just kind of relax and look at you. It's like, are they the same people you said? Is it my dad?
I doubt your dad knows about my case. But
Oh.
the MMCD, at least, and the
And-
Gallows family.
Well, and Calloway.
In Calloway, yeah, that's true. And, does Officer Calloway know about your, missing case?
You don't know yet. You're holding the evidence.
I don't know. I need to read the file. As far as I know, my dad just paid them off. And I need to know more. And that Renshaw's been helping me.
If you need to know more, and if it's related to your family and the Gallows family and everything, and I've been working on investigating not only their crimes, but another missing person. They have a history of taking out the little people and ignoring the problem.
What do you want me to do?
The gondola is clicking along, by the way, and you guys, just for a moment, you guys are passing past the Bridges Market, and I think you're starting to kind of get a feeling for where this is headed. I had said it was kind of heading towards like Brixie's.
Like the warehouse area.
Yeah, not really warehouses so much as like shipment coming up from Brixie's. There's a lot of gadgets and gears and new lampposts and things like that. It's all innocuous stuff, right? She doesn't usually make anything dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part. She's making the gondola batteries. She's making vehicles. She's making items and chocolate fountains, for example, and stuff like that. So you guys are kind of heading that way. It's not really towards anything that the Nightmare would know too well, other than you've been over there to steal some papers for Commissioner Renshaw, because he one day foresaw a future that he might need those papers.
I think at this point, being in the gondola and knowing that the MMCD knows that we're in this kind of
Mhm.
like thing, but I was the Nightmare, that now that she's called me out on it, I would start like quickly doing my quick changeover and shoving it into the,
So you're gonna turn
the pouch
into-
and come back into the Sarah persona,
Okay.
so that I can more easily fit in, or I won't be who they're looking for.
Okay. Your father, at least, I know, has been working with the Gallows family, and they're making these things, these weapons that,
Like at the gala?
like at the gala.
What was it called? What was the thing where we opened up the rift?
It was a
And I
commemoration
almost,
gala.
like,
That was a
died.
commemoration party. So I think as she says that too, she creates the weapons. Like what you showed off at the party, that was just a mist displacer.
Yeah.
That was something different. This is the first time you've heard that your father is in conjunction with the creation of weapons,
Okay.
as far as the Gallows family is concerned. You knew that there's a financial thing there, and they're definitely getting power, but this is the first time that the Nightmare, or Sarah, I should say, has heard of weapons being made.
And the information that I've been able to gather for Renshaw, that I've been able to post off to him, has been just financing, right?
Yeah. And
I haven't been able
can
to
you
find...
guys both make an insight check for me on
Sure.
Commissioner Renshaw?
I rolled it at 20.
Okay.
No.
Well, this makes more sense anyway, because you, Sarah, know
been working with him a
You've
lot.
worked with him a lot, especially over the last 6-7 months or so.
Mhm.
He caught you vandalizing something and took an opportunity. You already knew that he had admitted to kind of going along with sort of the system for a while. And you guys don't really know what changed his mind, but things started piling up enough. Maybe it was Xander Farthing coming into the picture more. Maybe it was the Gallows family coming up to the skyline. Commissioner Renshaw really wanted to kind of remake his image a little bit. And, people like Marv knew Commissioner Renshaw as a bit of a puppet or as a bit of a patsy or whatever you want to call it for years. And so Renshaw is definitely trying to rebrand himself later in life, feeling guilt, feeling whatever. So he took you in as this sort of opportunity to right some wrongs, help somebody out. I think initially his plans were find the evidence, bring these people down. When you guys just dealt with him in the locker room 2 days away from an election, he's doing a personal favor for you for a file that he found out about that he thought you might want to have. You, with a nat 20, don't necessarily see, as you're thinking about it now, somebody who is thinking he's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's starting to do what he can in his last days as commissioner to maybe help Sarah Farthing and the Nightmare out to get ahead, because he kind of sees the writing on the wall.
Okay.
With Farthing backing Calloway and
There's
the
just a lot
Gallows
of money
backing
and a lot of
Calloway, there's
people
just
and-
he is no longer necessarily working to get the proof to shut them down. He's more like, what can I do to help you out? So that's what you get with a nat 20. Thinking
Okay.
about Renshaw a little bit and how you punched him and he went down, he made a big scene. Regardless of what happens, that's going to be seen as a negative because he still let it happen. It's
Okay.
not helping his reputation.
So Sarah looks at Mel with that and that thought process of, well, about Renshaw. And I look at you and tell you, well, I haven't been able to find any of that that kind of stuff. I've been giving Renshaw information like financials. My dad's been so involved, giving bribes and to the MMCD, and he's been doing that for at least a year. So I've never heard of this weapon thing. He deals in magical items, but weapons?
That gun that Calloway shot at us with in the square, that was one of them. The evidence that I was there to give Renshaw that was blueprints for it. They're using my missing person. She's an enchanter to
So
power those weapons.
She's not missing like Caro. She's kidnapped.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not the same.
No, I have someone like the one you call Caro. Except I think I put a hilt on, I put my hand on the hilt of the sword and say, except I got mine back.
Okay.
Wait, you got him. So I don't think you understand. Caro went through a rift.
Do you want Marv to say something right now?
I think at you saying that Caro went through a rift, I think you just see Mel give a little smirk.
Great.
And I pull out Marv and just set him on my lap.
So you see her pull out a very nice looking cutlass with green energy glowing on the backside. Probably a little confused.
I totally gave major teenage stink eye. That's not a person, Mel. That's a sword.
Well, that's kind of rude. I would like to argue I'm a little bit of both.
I think Sarah kind of crumples the paper that she's as a clutch, and then quickly smooths it back out because I need that.
As it talks, there's a little bit of a glow happening on the sword. There's a guy in a sword. You're not really sure where the voice comes from.
I'm staring at the sword really hard, and out of the corner, I do the whole, Mel, your sword is talking.
Yeah, I know.
And he's like,
He can be annoying sometimes.
rude. Name's Marv. We can't really do handshakes anymore.
You're sharp.
Thank you. You're rich.
Okay. What does this have to do with Caro going through a rift?
Marv here, about 2 years ago, went through a rift too. He didn't go through a rift, but
Wait.
Me and the Rift had a misunderstanding, and
So where are you?
That's a good
that's
question.
kind of a loaded question.
Wait. So if you're can I get Carol back? Like, so there's a way. I really need to read this.
Can you, Mel, can you roll for me again?
I got a 6.
You got a 6? Okay. Yeah, you guys are kind of coming through here, and Marv's, he's like, well, about that. And about that time, I do think you guys are coming into the end of this gondola ride. Kind of click, 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 click,
That's what I thought.
and you guys kind of weren't super paying attention, but the doors swing open, and there's a pathway out. It's pretty quiet, though, where you are.
So I step out of the gondola, kind of like the weird shuffle backwards, keeping an eye on the sword. Sarah had every intention of giving Mel the slip, but that sword talks.
Sure does.
So I go, so wait, how did you get him back? Like, so did you go through the rift too?
No.
Were you?
No, just no.
Just put a hand out.
Yeah, just put a hand out and say, slow down, okay?
But it talks, and you say that he's your friend, and he went through the. No, you don't understand. This is everything I've been looking for.
I also step out of the gondola. Yours and mine situations might be a little different, but
What did you say his name was?
Marv.
Marv.
Hi, Marv. Are you inside? Is Carol in there with you? Like, is there somebody in
he's
there
gonna
with
go,
you?
hey, why don't we take this conversation somewhere not out in the open?
She's like, Sarah is suddenly just so much, whole demeanor has totally changed. It's less sad, like longing to suddenly just like intense focus and excitement. And so she's kind of like walking backwards as I'm looking at you with this sword and kind of doing that like hop puppy sort of like maneuver. Like, so we're going to go and
I think I just walk up next to you so you don't have to keep walking backwards and run into something.
I'm doing that weird awkward side shuffle now so I can keep as much focus on this sword as possible.
Yeah.
And
Do you guys want to try to find somewhere like safe to go, or
I'm focused on the sword.
okay?
I look around for
Okay.
like an alley or
Yeah,
something.
make a quick perception check.
15.
15. There's like an alley down the ways, and at the end of the alley you see a ladder going up. It looks like it goes to the top of one of these skyscrapers nearby. You could maybe get a little roof access.
Yeah.
A little balcony view. So that's not very far away if Mel wants to head that way.
Yeah, I think I just like kind of veer off into the alleyway and
Sarah reaches out to like touch the sword and gets super close and then
Ah,
pulls
nope.
back. And
Oh,
then,
well,
and then is like,
hold on.
Huh?
So you reach out to touch near the sword?
yeah, I kind of got like super close, and then I was like really nervous, and then go, wait, is that like a rift access? Is this like a doorway? If I
No.
touch it, am I gonna go through the sword?
no. Other people
So,
have touched my sword
as-
before.
Yeah, as you get
Scared.
as you get close
Yeah,
to the
like
the
hands
reach out,
reach
can
out,
you
fingers.
roll another again, your choice, insider perception.
18.
18.
nice.
It would probably be with my probably insight because I'm curious. I'm like looking at it. I'm
Okay.
really
Can you roll a d4?
a D4.
Mhm.
Oh, I was already with a D20 again. A 4.
A 4. Similarly, from before, when you felt that sense of warm accomplishment,
Mm-hmm.
writing in your journal and tucking it away, you just feel another soft, warm sensation as you go over. And Mel continues on her way up the ladder.
Yeah.
As she says, like plenty of people have touched it before. I'm like, ooh, can I touch it then? And I reach out and
No.
I full on like touch the blade. I
Do
can
you-
ignore
Are you
her.
are you trying to let that happen, or are you done? You said no.
I think I just say no, and then she touches it, and I just like grab my coat and flip it over the sword.
Okay, I mean, same sensation. Maybe that happened when you actually got a hand on it, but the same idea. And then Mel flips the thing over the sword.
Brows are
Just-
super furrowed.
I just climb
and
up the ladder.
finally,
And so you're just
I finally
climbing.
Look, yeah, I finally look from the sword to you, and I'm giving you just this look of affront, like, well, what'd you do that for?
I just nod up at the ladder.
Yeah, I mean, rich girl getting her way a lot of the times. You have somebody who just sort of dismiss you and just climb away after
No.
you're the one.
Yeah, she's been following me around.
Oh,
And
yeah,
now
exactly.
Suddenly,
You have to follow
Sarah's
her.
very confused as she's the fingers up the ladder, going, "Oh, that didn't work how I wanted it to."
Marv's like, from the ladder, Marv's like, yeah, we get up here, we got a safer place to talk. We can tell you the tale. I don't know if it'll help, but
There's a tale to tell.
there's a tale to tell. As you guys crest this ladder, I think up here at this time, it's probably getting to be mid-afternoon. The fog light is dimming a little bit here. Looking out over the city is not very far, but, there's a nice little platform here kind of looking back towards the Bridges Market a little bit, but you can't quite see it with the haze of fog and everything. But it's kind of quiet, gentle up here. Can you guys make stealth checks for me with advantage while you are up here on this here?
Ooh, I got a nat 20 for
I got a dirty 20.
22.
Okay. I think easily you guys get over here, and I think with the stealth check, you hear the gondola. You're not too far away. You hear the gondola coming in. You guys hear the voices of a lot of MMCD officers that are piling out of like one of the gondolas that came by later, and they're like, "Fan out, find them," But
I'm not
What
worried. I've switched outfits.
yeah, you
I'm-
guys have switched gears. You're Mel and Sara Farthing, not anything else, and so even if they were to find you, that would be the case. But with these stealth rolls, these guys don't notice the ladder.
Okay.
And you get to a point. There's like a little ledge you could sit on and
Okay.
have a chat if you want.
Yeah, I think I get up here with Sarah behind me and kind of take a plop. I put the remaining bits of the sweet roll away for later. Or actually, you know what? No, once I take a plop, I pull out Marv again.
Okay.
And I set the sweet roll on it.
Okay, so you come.
I sit down and I do that like side shuffle so that I can be close to the sword.
As the sword is placed across Mel's lap with a sweet roll on it, you see the sweet roll absorb into the sword and disappear.
Don't ask me how it works.
I say nothing. My jaw just kind of like drops.
You literally-
And I'm just like looking at this going, okay.
You hear a voice go, "Oh yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. Much appreciated."
So do you just like not have a body now or something? Like,
That's a question for Marv to
Where-
answer.
are you? Can you come back?
Marv's like, "Oh, look, kid. I used to be an MMCD lieutenant, part of a rift closing outfit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. And me and the other kid here, this is going to get confusing. Me and Mel here, we were partners. Came across the rift one night, Gallows family, corrupt MMCD officers, chaos.
There's a deal going on.
Yeah, and the thing about rifts is you got to connect with them in a certain amount of way. You got to find something that connects with them. You got to find a way to close them down. They're open by magic
and emotions.
Yeah, magic and emotions, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you got that too much of that going on, you know how it is, and he
Yeah,
just kind of blows over that a little bit.
Okay.
And one of the things you're not supposed to do
Is try and use something of your own, like, memories or a lot of how you're feeling in that moment to try to connect with that rift. It needs to be something else.
Knew that the rifts were because of magic, but was it emotion?
Yeah, and I think, Mel, it's not super common knowledge because it's sort of a specialty, as it were. So
Yeah, I think dealing with someone, like, I've dealt with people who don't know how rifts work before, but not in a lot, and not dealing with someone that is from the skyline and so is already possibly less familiar with rifts, and someone who just realizing that she doesn't know how this works.
Mhm.
It's a little bit like of a setback for Mel, but
So you're not supposed to connect. Is that how? But I'm so confused.
So basically,
you ended up in the rift. Like it just sucked you in, didn't it?
he goes, well, here's the thing is it was a bad situation. The rift was getting big. Something big was going to come through. And didn't have time to find something that could connect to the rift. Didn't have time in the situation. Arrows were flying. Magic was exploding.
mm-hmm.
It was getting bad. So I thought about something in my past, some form of thing that was broken in me, I suppose you could say. And that's what I used to close the rift. But in doing so, I was sort of, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. In fact...
No. You're talking. You're not dead.
Fair.
Yeah.
So Mel, Marv,
Yes.
Carol went through a rift. She doesn't know how to close rifts, but she got sucked in. So she's got to be over there somewhere, wherever you're at. You're not dead.
As you say that,
Oh,
What do you want to do with me?
Marv pipes up and he's like, yeah, no, I will say, Mel, I didn't have a chance to tell you this. Thanks for the sweet roll, by the way. Whenever you're nearby, Sarah, you said your name was?
Yeah. I'm, she like kind of sits up just to introduce herself to an older person. And yes. Hi, my name is Sarah. Mm-hmm.
Is she like being all proper right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't see anything, kind of. I sort of just sense stuff.
Oh,
It's complicated.
I slump back down again. It's like,
I gotta ask you something, kid.
yeah.
I keep catching wind of something when you're nearby. I can't quite put my nose on it.
Your non-existent nose.
It's a nose.
Sure.
I still have a nose.
Where?
This is very existential, this conversation
I
we're
didn't know I
having.
still had a nose.
I take a big grin, big grin, and it's like, you've heard about me?
Yeah. Yeah, we've heard tell.
Yeah.
But more like, hey, Mel,
What?
can you shake your friend's hand real quick?
I am also confused in this
Yeah.
situation, but I reach out my hand.
Sarah just eagerly arm darts out. This handshake is a lot firmer than the last one you just got from me. I'm like all
Okay.
about this experimentation.
I think something similar to a Hexblade's curse that you have. You feel the sword glow, charge through your arm, and hit Sarah Farthing, but not
Curse?
with a curse,
Okay.
no, but a similar sensation, almost like a little implantation of Marv's spirit onto something else, right?
I just go, Marv, what did you do?
I don't know. I'm checking something out. And with the
Did I feel anything?
yeah, so as that happens, you feel this like glow surround you, which Mel has seen before. She's cursed people, kind of like a lingering green glow.
I'm
Marv,
looking down at myself, checking everything out. Like,
yeah, Marv kind of pauses for a second, and he's like, and then the glow dissipates. But yeah, you felt roll a d6,
okay,
or sorry, it's a d4. I'm
a
sorry,
D4.
d4.
Okay. 3.
You get a feeling when Marv kind of is in your brain, in your soul, in your spirit, whatever you want to call it, a feeling inside of pride, but not yours.
Mine.
Whether or not that's Marv's
Mm-hmm.
or anything else is hard to say. Feeling fades. And Marv's like, yeah, I can't quite put a finger on it, but you got something weird about you. You're rift connected in some way.
Oh.
Well, as we're sharing backgrounds and everything, Caro, I was there.
Mm.
I was there when Caro went away.
What happened?
You
well-
said you went through a rift?
Yeah, we were at one of my dad's parties.
Ugh.
Caro's family, they worked with my dad, but she's my best friend. We did everything together. So we were at this party and we get into a lot of mischief. We stole one of the items that my dad was trying to like show off to a new investor, and we were playing with it. And there was so much magic going off at that party. Just item after item after item. And
Yeah.
Just Mel's
Mel's just every
no-
time
yeah,
you
little
mention something,
noises. Yeah.
yeah, there's just And like every like 5 seconds you keep telling this story, you just hear a disappointed from Mel.
It's like there's so much going on. There were like magic fireworks. There was this weird new cleaning bot. The item that Caro and I were trying to mess with was supposed to be like some sort of weird noise maker, and we were going to put it in one of the security guards like pocket and see, but then a rift opened up and so much chaos started happening and everybody was running, and we were trying to get out of there, and Caro, she dropped this item, and there were more rifts, and she just disappeared. She just disappeared, and the only thing that was left of her was, well, this. And Sara looks down and she points at her new purple satchel that she's been carrying around with her. It's this little, like, very pretty, silky clutch purse, like one of those that you would have at a fancy party. But she just holds it and strokes it a little bit, and then she just turns around and looks back at you. It's just, she was just gone. Just gone. And there was so much going on. And then afterwards, like, they just said that she ran away. They just said that she ran away, and there was nothing that they could do anymore. And that's not true. That's not true at all. She went through that rift and nobody would look.
What about her family?
They paid her dad off.
They didn't care?
I don't know. I'm not allowed to see them anymore, but he's not working for my dad anymore. He's gone. Who even knows what happened to him?
Okay.
And I need to read this file. This is what I've been working towards. I've been working to find Caro. And now you've got Mel. Mel, you have Marv. Your friend who went through a rift is right there.
Mel just sighs. And I think...
I open up the manila folder and I start pulling things out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like pulling things out while I'm processing. I am in super like do everything fast. My excitement and my adrenaline is so high. I feel so close to, after a year of looking, like finally like having a potential to fix this, that I am full blown like
Okay. You throw open the file folder. What were you going to say?
Yeah, Mel was just sighing and like processing that, and then she just starts opening the folder, and I go, don't lose any of that. If you need it, we're on top of a roof. Just so
I'm clutching things. It's not windy, is it?
It's not windy.
Okay, cool.
I'm not making you guys deal with
My
windy
paperwork,
papers.
Like, flutters up.
No.
So I'm like, I open it back up. I've got Caro's picture on top. I very gently, I don't want to ruin it, but I move it to the back, but I'm ready.
Okay. And you start diving in to this. Can you roll it? I want you to roll an investigation check.
Okay.
This is just to see how much the file has. You're going to be able to read it all.
12.
With a 12? Okay. Quickly, it's right off the gate. It's just information about Caroline Lockwood. Stuff you already know. Age it's like age 15.
It's got some of our like rap sheet.
Yeah,
on it.
exactly. Yeah, it's like daughter of
constantly in trouble at school for pranking other people.
Exactly. Yeah, trouble with that relationship. Sarah Farthing, inseparable. Like found with graffiti on wall. Stuff like that. It's a bit of a rap sheet, but it's also just like Caroline Lockwood. Father runs Lockwood Industries, a branch of Xander Farthing's, umbrella corporations and things like that. You flip the next page. There is a thing on there that says magical incident, and it shows a date of about a year ago.
Yeah, I think I can't see any of this.
Well, that's up to you two if you want to go.
I'm sitting next to you.
Yeah, you could look at it.
Well, I didn't know if you were sitting across from me or next to me.
No, we were sitting next to each other on the roof with legs dangling, and I'm like all up in Marv's business. So I'm trying to go through things.
Yeah.
I'm like
excited.
Yeah. I'm very excited.
There's a similar story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Caroline Lockwood basically like how best to say like experienced a magical incident at this place at this date. about a year ago. Unfortunately, was, killed in action, body never discovered. These incidents happen, things like that. But there's a couple different things that you notice as you're starting to go along. There's notations along periodically that are things like, unsure if nearby magical item malfunctioned, or if there was some sort of magical incident that can't be explained. No rifts were opened. No injuries were caused. Things like that. And then there's a little signing periodically of Calloway written on these paperworks, Lieutenant Calloway.
I think
on these like various notes as you keep looking. It's not all one piece of paper. It's like a document here, a document there.
Then Sarah, as she's reading, is getting more and more like incredulous. Like, that's not what happened.
I think I'm just
And,
reading over your shoulder.
Like, that's not right. Whoa, no.
Yeah.
My quote in here is totally quoted.
Yeah.
I'm just being, I've got this paperwork and all of it's wrong for what I just told you. I am very like.
Mm-hmm. And then you get to the last page and there is a letter in this folder. And very quickly, no roll needed. This is the Farthing family letter heading.
Yeah. Black and gold.
On the top. And black and gold and everything. And on this sheet, there is a correspondence happening between Xander Farthing and Lieutenant Calloway. Whether or not that was something that was direct or whatever, you're not entirely sure. But in the letter, it says like formal request in recognition of the magical incident with Caroline Lockwood. Please seal this record as its information is no longer needed. The Lockwood family has been paid out for any concerns or damages. We need to make this go away. And there's a little note at the bottom that says, at the request of Xander Farthing, this incident is to remain sealed from public record. Classification, magical incident. Public report omitted to preserve civic integrity and prevent reputational harm.
I just go, yeah, that tracks.
Oh, that dirty little.
That's
You were saying Calloway did a thing for you. Calloway is now on my list too.
Well, that's great. Then we have one more thing in common.
I can't hate my dad any more than I already do, but
I just point to the phrase magical incident and say, that's a very common phrase in the MMCD. I should know. That's what happened to Marv too. Magical incident, no investigation, and Calloway at that time was the not commissioner. What's the term for the lower
Lieutenant.
Was the lieutenant for ground
Well,
level.
and actually Marv was the lieutenant.
Oh yeah.
But in the moment of Marv's no
Disappearance.
longer being around, Calloway became the lieutenant.
Yeah. Calloway was the acting lieutenant at the time. Same thing.
further mad at my dad. And I've had proof. I knew that he was part of it because he didn't care. He's always told me that I needed to just get over it and move on, that she ran away. So this is just more like that he legitimately did more to make it go away. Mm-hmm. But now Calloway's on my list of people.
Yeah, and I think...
because the more that I learn about who is involved, the more I want my revenge.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still looking for like a way to get... Okay, so this is helpful but not helpful because it just tells me nothing about Caro. So how do I get in there? As I look at the sword again.
I don't think it works like that.
So if I...
Okay, hang on. Slow down. You're talking a lot and doing a lot of things.
Well, you're not saying anything.
Well, you don't let me say anything.
Sarah huffs.
Okay, your friend disappeared through a rift.
The head.
Yeah, the temple rubs.
I've given the daughter a very tough.
It's more of Mel, but for sure I'm just like, okay, process this. your friend went through a rift, just straight disappeared. There was a lot of rifts, you say, at the party with a magical item. And for the last year or so, you said you've been looking for a way to get her back, right?
Yeah, she didn't run away.
Yeah. That seems to be the case. What is the information that you were hoping to find?
How to get her out of the rift. Somebody's got to have gone in there. And Marv's gone in there.
I think at that, Marv would pipe up, and you would know this too, Mel. People have actually tried to go into rifts, and there isn't like it's not like a portal for the people of your realm to use. It's not about going through, it's about connecting with it. And it's not so much a doorway as it is a funnel. And things can come out, but
well, and Gloamspawn aren't really...
They're not really corporeal like things, and they're not really from this. So,
but in Sarah's
mind, you're seeing is it a doorway, but you and Marv, Mel and Marv know that is not the case. This is not like a thing you go through.
Yeah. I just go, there's not going through a rift, and people have tried. Yeah, it don't work exactly like just stepping through a door.
He might not look like a person, but he's talking to me. Marv, you're talking to me.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a unique case.
This is...
So, but can you walk around in there? Like, are you just like miniature inside that sword? Is he like a tiny little dude? Like, are there other people in there with you? I'll tell you what Carol looks like.
Hang on.
I like hold up her picture.
Marv's like, yeah, I still can't see it.
He doesn't have eyes.
Yeah, to be completely honest, I recently had a chat with a other enchanter, Brixie, and she was equally as surprised about all of this. And the sword glows a little bit. So Mel and I have kind of always passed it off as a whatever thing, but it turns out maybe it's a little bit more unique than we were thinking.
Yeah.
So I don't have a lot of answers for you, but I can tell you two things for sure. Number one, it's just me in here, I think. And number two, I don't feel like it's a prison. I feel like it's home.
Okay.
But question for you, Marv, do you feel alive?
Oh.
Oh, boy.
I think I just kind of stare at you at that question. And do you think Marv and I have had this discussion before?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think I just go, I know that's up to you, Marv, but it's not exactly something we figured out yet.
Marv goes, do you want the truth or do you want hope?
What's going to get me Caro?
I don't know, kid.
How do I open more rifts?
I was wondering if that's where this was going to lead.
Oh. That might not be as much of a good idea as you think it is. This is the Mel amount of size that is going on right now.
Yeah.
Have you ever been down to the ground level?
No.
To the streets? The fog's a lot thicker down where I'm from.
Okay.
There's more rifts, more Gloamspawn.
You really haven't dealt with much in the way of
No,
like the
I've
Gloamspawn that you guys had in the club. Probably once or twice before you've ever really even seen anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I shrug at Mel. Like,
That's not a shrugging matter.
Not a shrugging matter. It's
Yeah.
quite a sentence.
It's not a shrugging matter. I go, I haven't spent a lot of time up here, but from what I've seen, the rifts are small. The rifts get closed fast. And there ain't a lot of Gloamspawn that just hang around. Am I right?
I mean, that's what the MCD is for. They at least do that right.
Yeah, well, down on the streets, they have some problems even doing that right. There's less people, and the thicker fog, there's more area to cover, and the Gloamspawn and the rifts are a lot more active. It's not.
I just need to go down there, and then I don't even have to open a rift. They'll just be there.
Marv's like,
Let me finish that sentence.
you first.
I've dealt with a lot of rifts and a lot of Gloamspawn. And when I say that the rifts don't work, like, it's not something you can go through, but it is something that opening a lot of rifts, just opening a rift in general, that lets out Gloamspawn. You've seen this at the party, but
So here's my idea. You come with me, you fight the Gloamspawn, and then I can spend more time at the rift calling to Caro so that she can find her way through. Because you say I can't go through, but maybe it's just that they haven't been able to come back. Maybe they just need more help. I think we should try.
Kid, enough. Marv pipes up pretty loudly.
I think even I'm surprised a little bit.
And yeah, maybe a little more serious tilt to his voice.
Mm.
You doing that is a one-way ticket to hurting other people. Just because you're from the skyline and up here it's not a big deal. Down there people get hurt every day by Gloamspawn. And opening a rift up is not something we need to be a part of. Your friend is not stuck in the rift. She's gone. Just like me.
I think Sarah's like full demeanor is just like absolutely dejected. I think probably her chin trembles a little bit, but she can't be gone.
We're not.
You keep tossing it back at her.
I think she's about to say something.
Yeah.
And she's just doing sighs a lot.
We're not saying she's necessarily dead, but we're not saying that you can get her back the way you think.
I mean, Marv is going to straight up be like, look, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings here, but I kind of came to terms with what happened to me a long time ago. I don't know why I'm a sword, to be completely honest. The only person that's ever had any information for me was Brixie down below, and she was confused. So I don't have much for you other than your friend was here and now she's gone. And the MMCD covered it up alongside your father and now the Gallows family. She's not the only one missing these days. And there's people out there that could use your help. And maybe, just maybe, your help can help you figure out some next step for your friend Caro and what's going on in this world. Because that's all I got.
She chins trembly, totally face is just completely, she's trying to hold back tears as she's very gently going to put the information back into the manila folder, kind of doing everything in a very uniform, slow, meticulous manner to carefully roll that back up, trying to keep some composure and put it back in the clutch. And then close that and gently stroke it.
Okay, can you roll another insight check with advantage?
I'll do the same number. 19.
Oh, nice.
As you touch that clutch once more with Marv talking to you and these kind of realizations and maybe a little bit of a reminder of your friend that is here no more. And a 19, I think you catch it's almost like you hear her voice. Not really, but it's like a feeling of laughter. Maybe it was the same laughter you guys had when you were playing with that device before everything went bad. Maybe it's reading the paperwork of all the stuff you guys got up into and caused problems for your father even before it was an intentional thing. And so you get this kind of echo of Caro memory / happy laughter as you feel that in a way that is supposed to be comforting.
Okay. So all choked up, just trying to like reset the composure. I've had a wild run of emotions with like excitement, adrenaline, escape, to being like hopeful and just feeling successful to just a full-on harsh letdown that I'm just sitting here now in just the kind of kicking my feet and look up at Mel from like a chin down sort of position, like look up. So what do you want from me? Why are you even following me?
I put a hand on her shoulder, I think. Just a light thing, you know. Mel's not a super affectionate person. But I say, well, first, it was because he stole my gondola papers.
Yeah, I did.
And the second time was because you were annoying, and I was also curious.
Okay.
And then Renshaw told me a little bit about you. And then we, got in that whole chase, getting away from the evidence locker. And now, this time, it's because you're interested, kid. And with this whole, your friends, what happened, it's like what Marv said. If you can help me, maybe we can help each other. And
You
maybe
still
that'll
haven't
help
told
you.
me what you want me to do. What do you want from me?
The person I'm looking for, the enchanter, the girl who got kidnapped. She's being held and used by the Gallows family. And I have a name for their headquarters, but I don't know where it is. And you might be the closest chance I got to finding that. And finding her and at least putting some right to all the problems the city's got. I need you, if you can, from your father, from those dealings, at least figure out where this building is, maybe figure out what kind of security they've got, at least what's going on there. And maybe if you can find that, maybe we can both go there and you can see if there's anything that might help you. You can at least get some revenge.
That's up to you. She's talking to you.
What building?
Oh. I was waiting for that confirmation at least.
It's called the Hangman's Noose.
Yeah.
Have I heard of that at all? Have I heard?
Make a history check.
12.
12? Maybe?
In all of my,
Yeah, maybe. That's what you feel. You're like, maybe you have heard that before.
it wasn't something that I've been
you
looking for.
didn't care at the time, but she says Hangman's Noose, and you're like, wait a second. That springs something.
Okay. I mean, if it messes with my dad, and I guess if it messes with this Calloway person too,
it'll do more than that.
it feels familiar. I'll look for it. How do I get a hold of you? We just keep running in this way, running in some sort of way.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a little bit too to help you guys out. In 2 days, there's a election going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a big event in the skyline to vote in the new commissioner. So at the very least, that would be a big public area where people would be.
If you can't find anything before them, you can find me at the election ceremony. But anything before that, actually, I know where. Okay, I go, listen, it might not be an in-person meetup, but if you need to leave me any information, there's this bakery.
Up on High Street?
Yeah, there's this bakery up on High Street. It's near the opulent span. And it makes great croissants. You'll know it when you see it.
You've probably heard of it.
Yeah. And just in the alley, you can leave me a note. I'll find it.
Okay.
Yeah, Marv pipes up too, and he's like, I don't know if I can give you anything resembling hope or anything like that, but I'll tell you this, kid, when you're nearby, and Mel, when you touched her on the shoulder too,
Mm-hmm.
I do feel a presence of something. Kind of just feels like a feeling, but I don't know. Maybe something's watching over you.
I was going to ask, as we're kind of talking, and she said that the only thing left was that purse, can I make an investigation check on the purse, just looking at it, and with that feeling while touching her shoulder?
Mhm.
I got a natural 20 for a 25.
You got a nat 20?
Yeah.
Were you not ready for this?
No, I wasn't gonna. Yeah, nat 20. Straight up, you put your hand on your shoulder. Marv's got a feeling about this. You're starting to see the similarities. You see a girl here who's dealing with a missing friend whose only thing that's left was a purse. Marv, when you got Marv out of that room, out of that warehouse, and all that was left of your training officer, lieutenant, father-like figure person was a sword, you just took it because
It was
something to do. It was the honorable thing to do. You were going to go hang it on your wall in honor of your friend. You knew he was not feeling good about the MMCD as well as what happened, so you broke off on your own. You became a private investigator. It wasn't an immediate moment where Marv started talking to you.
Yeah.
But it was pretty soon after. And Marv was also a guy who understood rifts. He did it for a living. He worked with them. He fought Gloomspawn. He was good at what he did. Can you be sure? No. Do you have the right feeling in the right direction? Sure seems like it.
Mm-hmm.
A person getting stuck in a rift and leaving something behind sure seems pretty similar to what happened to Marv.
Okay. I think, as Marv says, there might be something watching over you. I think I look at that purse and get that kind of deduction. I think I just say, have you been hearing things? Just out of the blue. Have you been hearing things?
Sarah's eyebrows totally furrow.
I won't judge.
And I look around. I look around. Can I make a perception check for what's like around us?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. A 7.
The hum of the city.
Nice.
Nothing around you.
I mean, there's like the gondola and...
That's not what I meant. I mean in your head.
She means like me.
Well, that's just weird.
Thank you.
Whether you want to tell me or not, and I think I kind of nod down at the purse a little bit, and go, yours and mine's situations might be similar. You remind me a little bit of me from about 2 years ago, and just maybe your friend might not be fully gone, and a rift's not the way to find that connection, but focus on what you still have, and listen for that remainder. See if anything finds you.
I give her kind of like an eyebrow raise, but then look at Marv. And while that sounds weird...
I think your long pause, by the way, Marv eventually is like, is she still here?
I think by now I've like taken my hand off your shoulder.
Yeah. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, but I think Mel sounds weird. But then I look at the sword and, well, Marv's weird. And I just kind of try to wrap my brain around that a little bit. And just
I think
shrug and
inside it if you want.
I don't feel like there's anything too really insight for Sarah. I think it's just kind of at this point, I'll do whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's confusing, but every time you've come in contact with the sword and Mel in the situation, you keep getting these feelings of like pride and like warmth and satisfaction. And I think in this moment, there's kind of this feeling that comes up through you that's like move forward, like press on, kind of like keep walking kind of feeling. So that's what you get from that. The sun is starting to set a little bit. You guys are sitting up on this building for a little while. You feel confident that the MMCD have no idea of what you are doing, and you're feeling pretty clear in the night.
Yeah.
Or in the evening hours as the sun begins to go down.
I stand up, I think, and kind of brush myself off. And I go, well, I should probably be heading off now, you know.
I'll meet you in 2 days, I guess.
Yeah. And
I'll see what I can find.
Listen, don't go off doing anything. You know what? Never mind.
There you go. It hasn't worked for you yet.
I think I just kind of smirk a little bit and just go, do what you want. Be careful, but not too careful. And I'll see you in 2 days.
Marv pipes up too, and he's like, and if you do make it by that croissant shop and you wanted to pick one up, hang on to it for me. I would be greatly appreciated. And he says that to the Nightmare.
Sarah looks at the sword and says, so, do you eat anything? I've got a dog biscuit.
He's like, honestly, I'll try anything once.
I tap one of Brudimus's biscuits.
With a soft glowing green light, the biscuit is absorbed into the sword.
That is just so That is so weird.
Honestly, it's like the least weird thing that's happened.
Yeah. Don't ask me how it works. Neither of us know.
And Marv's like, "Yep, be careful, kid, and it's good to meet you."
You too, Marv. Look for Caro in there for me. Still doesn't believe him.
I mean, honestly, he's like, honestly, I'll keep an eye out.
And then Nightmare, Sarah, she heads back home.
Yeah. Jump off the building, disappear into the night.
Yeah, but no, I'm probably going to find a roof access because I'm not dressed as the Nightmare right now.
Okay.
So I want to be as normal looking as possible.
Yeah.
And make my way back home.
Okay.
I will keep an eye out for
Stuff.
Yeah, for Rinsha hasn't asked me for anything lately.
No, he is not.
So I think that this is my next goal. It gives me something to do as somebody who is very, very alone in my house.
Okay.
So
Off
with that
you
in
go.
mind, I've got a new
mission.
Got a new mission.
And a revenge, maybe.
I think.
Yeah, Mel, you
Yeah.
see her disappear. Marv pipes up as he goes away, and he's like, "Huh, that's weird.
What?
I don't know. There's like a glow when she was nearby. I noticed it before, but I didn't really know what to say or what I was even seeing.
Huh.
And it's gone now, because she's gone, I think. I don't know, this is weird."
I think I just kind of straightened my coat a little bit, straightened my hat, and she resheathed Marv and go, "Honestly, Marv, the whole past 2 weeks have been weird. I don't think it's gonna go back to normal anytime soon."
It is Mirelight after all.
Yeah. I think I kind of go back down the ladder. Well, whatever it is, we got an ally, maybe. And we finally might have found someone else with our whole thing. That's interesting.
It is interesting.
But what do you say we go get some afternoon pastries?
Sounds great. And you guys walk a separate direction from Sarah Farthing, going off into the setting sun. Some more questions on the horizon, and maybe a slightly new ally, at least a little bit.
At least a little bit.
On your docket here. So we're gonna end the episode there and move on to some weird nat 20s that got rolled for our characters and revealing some things a little earlier than maybe I thought. But yeah, thanks for doing a highly conversational, emotional episode.
Sorry.
It's fun.
Sarah, information overload dump.
That's all right. I think it's good. And now we can maybe work towards a similar goal.
Yeah.
So, thank you all for listening. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week, and we will see you next time
On
Dadventurous.